We at the Dome appreciate you listening. If you're enjoying this podcast, please share, subscribe, and like. Thank you. Good evening, and welcome to another segment of News from the Dome. I'm your host, Zip Osborne, coming to you live from the Dome Studios, right here on Tarian 347. Tonight, what's news to you? Tonight's show focuses solely on the news that you, our listeners, have brought to us. We reviewed your reports, investigated them, and chose 3 to share with our audience. So sit back, crack open your favorite Blue Goo cocktail, and enjoy the show. And now, a word from our sponsor, ZorCorp, powering your today and your tomorrow.
Do you know that as a ZorCorp employee, you are guaranteed a living wage? At our mining camps, every miner received free room and board. Our engineers are some of the highest paid in the galaxy. You can become part of an amazing team providing power to more than 1 trillion people living on 84 planets across the galaxy. For more information about these great opportunities, contact your local ZorCorp representative. ZorCorp, powering your today and your tomorrow.
Hey, what do you know? They changed the commercial. Tonight's sponsors include Daisu hoverboards and Zach's Zorodite mining equipment. This month, Zach is celebrating 3 years in business, and they're offering 20% off all mining equipment. So be sure to drop in and tell them Zip sent you. And now let's get on with the news, or should I say, your news. Our first story comes to you from local rancher Norm Heckaba. You may remember Norm from our previous segment regarding the stink coming from his Warlabeast herd. Well, those Warlabeasts don't just poop. They run, and under the right jockey, they run fast. Norm let us tag along with him to the ZorCorp racetrack, where Warlabeast racing is a weekly event. Norm has 2 Warlabeasts scheduled to race today. There are a dozen different ranches on Tarian 347, and beasts from each of them run in these races. Warlabeast racing draws big crowds. Some are here for the fun of the event. Most are here for the opportunity to win some money. Big bets and little bets. The lines at the betting counters are long. I place a bet on Schnookums, one of Norm's beasts, who was running at 5-to-1 odds. Like most of the jockeys I saw, the jockey riding Schnookums was small and wild-eyed. It made sense. I concluded you have to be a little crazy to ride these things. If you haven't seen a Warlabeast, they're an amazing sight. They come in shades of blue and purple. They're 4-legged creatures the size of a horse with big black eyes and look like a hairless anteater. The creature's whiskers and tail look like long yellow streamers flowing in the wind. They're beautiful. Well, at the bell, the beasts burst from the gates, and almost immediately, 2 of them crash into one another, sending one jockey flying from his saddle, landing hard on the ground. His race was over before it even started. The track these races take place on is meant to challenge the jockey's riding skills and the toughness of the animals. The track is narrow and a straight line, half a mile in length. Riders run their beasts over a line, then turn around as fast as they can and sprint back to the finish line. The first leg of this race, the pack is tight, and Schnookums is right there in the middle of all of it. A cloud of orange dust fills the air behind the rumbling crowd. But as they cross the line at the end of the first stretch, the mayhem begins. One beast tumbles out of control, another rears up. Both jockeys are thrown and disappear in a cloud of dust and hooves. I can't help but wince at the scene. The return trip appears to be where the real action takes place, because now there's space between the animals. It's a real sprint to the finish line. There are 7 Warlabeasts left. Their jockeys smack their hindquarters with a whip. And then there's the crowd. The crowd is going wild. Norm, on the other hand, is quiet, still. I can't imagine what's going on in his head. but I know he put a lot of time in preparing these animals for these races. In a moment, it's over. The jockeys and their rides cross the finish line one after the other. Now the crowd is a mix of whoops and hollers, grunts and groans. The winners are rushing to the counter, the losers throwing up their hands and hanging their heads. The winner of this race was Coral. Schnookums came in fourth, so no credits for me. As for Norm, he has another Warlabeest to race. He'll keep his chin up for a while longer, and I hope he gets a win. So if you're looking for some action outside the walls of the dome, I'd suggest you take the hover train to the racetrack. Check it out. Our next listener story is about the newly refurbished Stardust Saloon. Diana reached out to us and invited us in to check out the new digs. So Elka and I showed up around 6 p.m., just in time for the dinner crowd. Bipedal beings crowd the new tables in the shiny new bar. A brand new mirror hangs over the bar, reflecting the scene back onto the crowd. And a fresh coat of paint, some new wood panels, and this place is looking great. Against the far right wall, good old Stan is playing the stand-up piano that's been here since the beginning. Some things don't need updating. To the left of the bar is a glass-paneled swinging door that provides us just a glimpse of the brand new kitchen. Diana's working behind the bar tonight and waves us toward an empty table that she's reserved for us. Seems like Elka and I are going to be getting the VIP treatment. No sooner do we sit than Ingrid, holding glasses and trays in all four arms, sets down a couple beverages for us to start off with. I see the mayor's at his usual spot at the bar, eating a plate of biscuits. The man knows his way around a biscuit. Our meal is the night's special. Diana's famous ribs. You eat them with your fingers. They don't stay on a fork. Dripping with flavor, you better have a lot of napkins. Elka and I do a pretty good job with the ribs. But then Ingrid brings dessert and I'm already full. But always up for a challenge, I do my best. Elka was smart. She saved room. She finishes her double pop souffle. It's a very refreshing dessert and I highly recommend it. A couple more cocktails, and Elka and I somehow waddle out of the place under our own strength. I guess this report was more of an advertisement than a news story, but I'm glad we shared the experience with you. The new Stardust Saloon hasn't missed a beat. Thank you, Diana, for a wonderful evening. Boy, I missed this place. Usually, we announce the names of those sending us a story, and they usually love the publicity. Not so for our final story. It's the story that doesn't seem to want to go away. The story of residents disappearing from the Skags. A story that we've been chasing with little results. 2 residents from the Skags who have asked to remain anonymous reported that they were recently at the hover train platform selling vegetables and witnessed 3 members of their community leaving to take jobs at the Zorcorp mines. They claim they have not been heard from since. They gave us their names, and we reached out to Zorcorp to see if they could account for them. And it came as no surprise that we received the same response we've become accustomed to. They told us they had no record of these people and accused us of trying to create a story where there is none, and that we are purposely trying to give them negative press. I assured their representative, who would not share his name with me, that we are in no way trying to disparage Zorcorp. We are just trying to get to the bottom of the story. So we're left to ask the question, where is Dola Nye, Ettore Millhouse, and Boris Fay? And where are the numerous others who have been reported missing over the past few months? And why is Mayor Dixon being so dismissive? I hate to say it, but... Hey folks, we're out of time. Hurry up, this way.
All right, shut it down. Search the place.